Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Paradise Theater to After the Bomb, Twilight 2004 edition. And we're going to jump right into the game. It's about a month past combat.
Oh, geez. Were we
It is-
able to... Oh, go ahead.
It's the middle of October. And it is cold. It's about minus 20 degrees Celsius. For those of us who live in northern countries, it's t-shirt weather.
Yep.
Negative 20 Celsius.
Hey, Brian, just to... Oh, never mind. Go ahead. Sorry. I do not have any visual.
Yeah, I think we're all paused still.
Yeah.
That's because you're not even on the map yet.
Okay, which makes sense.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess we're loading on here. I just have one question, since we've had a couple sessions here and all, and I had to leave before they got awarded last session.
Experience points. I don't think I've awarded any experience points.
Okay, then we will let that be.
We will do that at the end of this session,
Okay, then.
so you guys can catch up a little bit.
Excellent.
So, can you guys actually see the map?
Negatory Ghost
Not yet,
Rider.
no.
Okay. I so love the configurations on this. Why?
No, mine said something about a token. You don't have a token.
Oh, all
Yeah,
your
same
tokens
here.
are now.
There we go.
There we go.
Visibility. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Chain
Yeah.
job.
Nice. Wow, we've got a lot of barrels of fuel. That's good.
Bit more. Whoa, you got a lovely larger size still.
Holy shit! We have pigs and sheep and cows and a bull.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Over the month time that has passed, your civilians have been able to scrounge quite a bit.
Move the burned out wrecks to the outer edge. Put some sandbanks in for the technicals. Got a nice outdoor fire.
Got some barricades up.
Yes.
Got us our private room. Got our. I assume those are the primary NPCs.
Those are the primary NPCs there.
Yeah. Okay. And then
all your extra military guys have rooms in the tents.
Oh, wow.
And the civvies will share between all these beds.
Okay. I see we got child, civilians, hunters.
Yes.
We have two
now
Marines. For more, is there two Marines, or those are the generic for?
That is the generic. Yeah, that's just the generic. You have a sergeant and 6 Marines.
Hey, I have a question. What kind of resource drain are those teddy bears on the beds to the north? How much food have they been eating? I want to know if they're pulling their weight.
Well, they got imported from Japan, so you figure it out.
Okay.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, but continue.
Thank you. I know how to shut you guys down at times.
We're on stream, otherwise I would shoot back.
Exactly.
Okay. So a month, we've done a lot of work here. Got stuff here. Yep. I guess we healed up from our thing.
You have healed up.
The tanker that we went out to find and had our disastrous encounter at, were we able to scrounge anything off of it, or not really?
I'm assuming that's the fuel up here.
That is the fuel barrels that are here.
Nice. That's a lot of fuel.
That's what they're 50-gallon drums. Okay. That is what you were able to salvage from the tanker.
Okay.
It did sustain a few holes. It did not blow up because of the holes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're currently distilling 2 more barrels of fuel.
Nice.
Okay. So right now, we are exceeding our usage.
The vehicles themselves have not moved much.
Okay. So I
Have
guess we
we
basically
topped
do
them
the
off?
things of the.
They are topped off.
We fire them up every couple days just to make sure that yes, they're still turning over. Yes, the
Yes.
batteries are good.
Yeah, you do that
don't-
regular sort of maintenance, but you haven't really driven them much.
Yeah, we can't idle them really in this weather. So
Also, one of your civilians was able to get the stove working. It's actually gas powered.
Oh, hell
now,
yeah.
now it's ethanol powered, but
Right on.
Burns.
you can actually cook. You can get a water supply in both the sink and the tub,
Mm-hmm.
but to actually get hot water, you have to light a small fire underneath them to heat it.
I figured as much.
Mhm.
What are we looking at for food reserves? How are we doing?
Right now, especially with finding the bull and the pigs,
Mhm.
you're thinking you will be able to make it to April. It'd
Okay.
be a little tight. You probably still need to do a bit of hunting.
Mhm.
But if that doesn't pan out, you know, when supposed spring starts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess the other thing is, we did the one opening sort of nearby in the tree cover. Did the other 2 areas get explored, or those still need to be explored?
They have been basically explored. There's not much of. That's where basically the cow and a few pigs were found between the two.
Ah,
Got it. I wanted to make sure that okay, did we forget to do these things and something is at them and it's going to come back and haunt us later, or did we do it and it's not going to come and they're clear and something will come back to haunt us from them later because that's our GM?
No.
Did we get any? So I know we got these barricades up, but it's been a month, so that's a pretty decent amount of time. Did we get
Yes.
any progress on the shelter, the little bomb shelter we were planning on building?
They have been trying to break the ground, but because the weather has been getting colder and colder,
That's fair. That's what I figured.
frost has set in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not going to get that until summer then. Maybe we can erect some walls, though. Trees don't get too much harder in the cold. Just gets harder to chop them because you're cold.
Mm-hmm. Well, it can be also easier to move them.
Yeah, because you got
Snow
snow on the
is
ground.
Easier to drag across than
Right.
ground
Yeah,
sometimes.
and if we like rigged up some sort of sled similar looking to one of these picnic tables, then we could
Mhm.
like actually use it as a sled for the trees as opposed to like, even ground sleds are pretty rough.
There's enough leftover wooden nails that you could easily make
Sludge.
a sledge.
Yeah, we definitely should do that then, I think. I think that would make a pretty
Yeah.
substantial impact on like lumber work.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is going to be important for us in these early stages when we're fortifying,
Yeah. And of course, there are 2 horses in the barn.
Oh shit, there are 2 live horses.
2 live horses. The skeletons have all been removed.
Male, female, female.
Sadly to say, both female.
Oh well.
But they're not that old.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not mad about it. I mean, resources is resources.
Yeah. They're just at that point where they've hit breeding age.
Okay.
And the
we do-
lieutenant has gotten the entire forge area all cleaned up, and it's actually functional.
Nice. So we can do things like take bits of car and turn it into nails.
Yes, you can do all your basic blacksmithing needs.
Nice. That's exciting.
Mhm.
Looks like we got a pig on the spit out here as well. Big fan of that. So food's
Yeah, dinner's cooking.
yeah, so food is a problem, but not a huge problem. Because food's always going to be a problem. We've got decent tools to do. We've got a decent start of a base. Like we've got everything's ready to like work on specific projects now. Instead, just like quick scatter, survive. Like we can actually start focusing on some priorities.
Yeah. Speaking of priorities,
Mhm.
what now?
Yeah.
You know you're able to make it till at least April,
Mhm.
and that's like I said, that's going to be tight, but you can do April.
Well, we probably need some hunters to keep cycling, and then some woodsmen because that sounds. Oh, how's our water supply?
That is the blue barrels.
Okay, so we have 4 barrels. That's not going to last us winter.
Well, we have
No.
a river, and we can
We-
always boil water off the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crack the ice, dig up ice chunks, melt them.
Okay, that's fair. I was simply concerned about like if this freezes over, how viable would that be?
It's a moving body of water, and we have a bridge that goes over the span of it, so even if the edges freeze, the center is gonna probably stay
Yes,
liquid.
the center pretty well is at that movement point where it can't freeze.
You know what
Okay.
the winter would be really good about? Reinforcing that bridge. Because if we don't have running water the whole length or the whole width of it, that gives us some room to actually potentially move.
Underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And make sure that this thing never falls. Or like maybe not never falls, but make sure it has a very low chance of falling under normal wear and tear.
Yeah. That sounds like
Is
a
it
good
too
idea.
late to find a beach and grab some Mai Tais?
Well,
You
know-
want to find a viable beach?
I mean,
Distance.
That's
I feel like
way
if
too
someone
far
sets
away.
off yeah, I feel like if someone sets off a nuke, you could probably go sit there and get cooked by the radiation. I
That
hear it
already
makes a good
happened,
pan.
remember?
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah,
to set off the
you've
nuke, we
got
didn't
your
go to get
beach.
cooked.
Yeah.
Like
You've got
I
your
said,
beach.
that's way too far away.
Was there a notable exodus nearby during the month period? Or we didn't notice anyone moving or anything like that?
If you went down and sort of scouted out the main roadway,
Mhm.
there was some, but not. There wasn't much.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad for us.
Mostly good because it means we don't have to worry about people coming. We don't have to worry about large groups coming up on us. So the snow started coming in. We've of course got paths and everything through here. What's the snow condition like down at that road?
Vehicles can still get through.
Okay.
So can like horse and carts.
Hmm.
They're still able to get through. It's about, I'd say, about 8 inches deep. The snow right now.
Okay. So one really good snow and that road is not being traveled by most vehicles. We're down to the
Yeah.
stuff with tracks and the big 8-wheel.
Probably the
APCs.
Humvee would do it.
Yeah, the Humvee could.
Humvee might be able to do it if it's stuck to the road.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. It's useful to know at what point we don't have to worry about vehicles too much. Unless we're really big target, because much as people love tanks and that, they love fuel. And they're only going to use
Tanks and APCs love fuel.
people are only going to spend that money the AK the fuel
At-
if they have to.
At some point, the conversation would have come up jokingly, with Richard asking Ben, "So, you still planning on trying to get back to the States?"
Wasn't heading to the States, I was heading to Canada, but
Same
yeah,
difference.
I'm not sure.
Ben probably would have
Uh-huh.
actually said the States.
Yeah.
He probably would have said the States because he just
Yeah.
doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Good old Richard. Being such a Richard.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I do want to go, but I just really, really don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
When we get back to the big thaw, I might think about trying to move myself off towards Oslo or something. See if there's something over there that I can put to sea in, but I just don't really see it right now.
Gonna take a fishing boat back to the Americas. That's, well, you'd be doing your ancestors proud, I suppose. Maybe.
Eh. Realistically, if I really wanted to be doing my ancestors proud on that one, I'd build my own longship and take that across. But that's a little bit much.
What? I think I saw a movie about someone who did that once.
Yeah. Just don't see it. I'd like to be able to see it, but yeah, just not that likely these days.
Well,
Mhm.
hey, if there's one thing we don't have a shortage of now, it's time.
Yep.
When's
However-
that next? When's rent due? Who the fuck cares?
There's rent.
Right?
Yeah, you just hear from the other room. Not in my fucking house.
Actually, Rand is providing for this place, so as long as you're providing, going out hunting and getting wood, that's paying rent.
Sorry.
And shooting people, right? He says with a wink.
Oh,
That was a month ago. Calm down. We're past it.
Yeah,
Okay.
meanwhile, Adam is just
Oh,
like
he's not past
simmering
it. I'm
slightly.
he's not past it. He's just jerking his thumb towards that way. I'm just
Yeah.
giving you shit because I know it gets him riled up.
actually, before I forget about it, and I do want to bring it up. Our guys we took out back then had some nice weaponry. I'm assuming we were able to scavenge it, and we were able to scavenge rounds. Was that tracked
And
as
the
well?
Yes.
rations.
Okay.
Yes, you were able to get a bunch of rations.
Hell yeah.
Guess that's part of the. Okay.
I don't know. At some point, LJ would pop off in the middle of that and be like, hey, we got what we wanted, and they don't know where we are.
So add 14 MREs to your
Group inventory.
yes.
Okay.
Alright, I can do that. If I can find our group inventory.
Journal.
Yeah. There it is, inventory priorities. Got it.
Yeah.
So how many did you say?
14.
No. I think that I think if it's been a month, Adam has definitely smoked those last cigarettes. Like just
Oh, they're gone.
yeah, just being honest, yeah, no, those things are gone. He's also been like he's kind of put a bug in anyone's ear who leaves. Like, hey, listen, I know that this is super not likely, but if you find guitar strings, like grab them.
Okay, so there was a total of 5 people last time.
Yes.
I remember
So
correctly.
4 AKs and a
Machine gun.
LMG.
Yes. Okay, so off the bodies of that stuff,
Mhm.
there you definitely get 5 more knives.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I'm just getting to the right weapons.
Oh, you're good. Adam will probably take one of those knives because I don't have any weapons other than my shotgun.
4 AKMs,
Okay.
one RPK,
Okay. 4 AKMs, 1 RPK.
the AKMs there are 2 reloads each, and the RPK has 1 reload.
Nice.
Okay. Um, does everyone have a knife, like other than Adam?
Well, let me
Uh,
take a look.
I do.
Maybe, maybe
And
not.
RPK. Sorry, RPK. Okay. And one.
Uh, yep, got a knife.
Okay.
So you'll want to make a note about the ammunition is 7.62 by 39.
76239. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's Soviet ammunition.
Same. AK
And
uses the same
it's
thing.
conveniently that is same between the AKM and the RPK, but not the RPK 4074.
Right,
Uses
which would
different
be more
ammo.
like the AK-47.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it is. It's actually that's the compatible. No, it's the AK-74.
Yeah, 74 uses something different. I don't know.
Yes.
74 is a 54539 as well. There isn't a. They actually don't list the 47 on here. Just the
Weird.
74.
Huh. Well,
Huh.
this is 2000. 74 is standard at this point.
Yeah.
47's
Let's
just been
see.
shipped off to everywhere else in the world.
I need to look up the stats for the knife. And then I request, seeing how all I have is a rusty ass shotgun, may I grab one of these AKMs?
As well, you came out. Yeah, you came out with us, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You put your butt on the line. So
Probably has better range than your shotgun.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's not what I'm looking at. I need to edit it. Hey, Gunner. Guess what Rowan just bought?
What? Oh no. All right.
The Tech War video
talk
game.
about this later. We'll talk about this later. Yeah, the 74M actually is about 10 years old at this point. Well, actually, what year is it in this world? I forget.
2000.
It's 2000.
Oh, is it 2000?
It
Okay.
actually is 2000.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a decade old at this point.
Okay. Assuming it didn't get rushed. Yeah, the combat is only like 3 years old, so.
Well,
Wouldn't
so
know.
previous versions of the AK-74 have been in since 1974.
Which would explain why it's called the 74.
Yeah. The M is just the most recent model.
The AKM is the last in the 47 line.
Yep.
The AK-74 is the derivative when they decided to go to smaller bullets because NATO.
Ammo conservation.
Well, actually, ability to carry more ammo, and well, it was still going through people. So, my understanding, one of the issues with the 7.62 was it was over penetration.
Oh, come on. You don't want to be able to hit the person that's standing behind the foot-thick tree?
Yeah, it's more like hit the civilian behind the soldier. But,
There's that too.
mind you, there's the reverse of hit the soldier behind the civilian, but you're not supposed to do that.
Aw.
But that's also why the Viet Cong hated the Australians when they fought in the Vietnam War, because they were still using FN RALs.
Jesus.
Okay. We'll set that up. Yeah. We got that. Okay. I guess we also got some minor parts and stuff off, but yeah.
I do have one question for
Yes.
y'all. What is the rate of fire of a melee weapon?
Nothing.
Bupkis.
That's
Doesn't
what I
have
thought.
ROF. Because
Okay.
ROF is for guns. And it's only applicable
Gotcha.
in ranged combat.
Okay.
You also found amongst those people's stuff 3 anti-tank grenades.
Ooh.
I know
Hey.
just a Marine who can use them.
Let's see. 3 anti-tank grenades. Okay. All right. Adam is going to give someone his shotgun and ammunition, like one of the people in the camp. I don't think that he's going to need that, and it's a shitty old shotgun anyway.
Okay.
So, by the way, those AKMs with 2 reloads, do they count as having 1 reload in them as well, or is that 2 as
That's
total?
2 total.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. So that'd be just doing some quick math here as to what we would be looking at for how much 76239 we have. And you said it was an RPK?
Yeah.
RPK.
Straight up RPK. So 75 for its mag. And
60 in total so per
60
AKM,
per,
so
so
60 times
120.
40 plus 70.
Yeah, 240. 315.
Yeah, 315. Perfect.
Okay, you can also add to the list as well as 8 general spare parts,
Ooh, all right.
4 electronic spare parts, and 4 vehicle spare parts.
So that's 8 general spare parts, 4 electronic spare parts, and 4 vehicle.
Exactly. That's what you were able to salvage off the
Ah, who is messing with my sheet? Get off of my inventory sheet, please. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see, HN 494. Okay, perfect. Anything else we're adding to this?
At the moment, no.
Nice. All right. All right. We are up and locked and loaded.
Okay. Before they get too deep, quick question with regards to the way things are. The ever popular thing called, at least in the rules, referred to as the improvised bow, which is basically a homemade bow, not one of the modern fun things.
Yes.
What what skills would it be required to be making that? I'm trying to.
Weaponsmith.
It would be weaponsmith, which is one I.
Well,
don't
that would
cur-
be your specialty. is
specialty
weaponsmith.
under tech. Yeah, I guess
It's a tech skill. Weaponsmith will give you a bonus.
Okay. Well, before it gets too deep, before the snow gets, I'm definitely going to go out hunting for wood suitable for be turning into bows and suitable to be turning into arrows. I'm going to have a lot of time sitting inside this winter.
Yes.
And possibly, ooh, hold on. That truck. Did it have leaf springs for that tank truck?
Yes.
Can I get the leaves? Can we have
You
those leaves?
get 2 of them.
2 full-size leaves?
Yeah.
So enough to make what? 3, 4 crossbow out of?
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay.
Aha!
Four,
That's
four,
very
if you,
clever.
4 if you really roll good.
Okay. Well, we'll have to find out how my rolls go as we get to that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just going to note on my sheet here. Crossbows and or leaf spring. Okay. And then of course, actually that's one thing we do not appear to have. We don't have any chickens.
Actually, there are chickens on the nests.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you really got to zoom in to see them.
Okay, well. Oh yeah, I can see them there now. Okay, we have chickens. Good. This means that I can get feathers.
Yes.
Nice.
There's no way of coloring them, but the 2 that are not on the nests
Yeah.
are actual roosters.
Ooh. So we have a source of more chicken.
Well, yes, they can actually lay eggs.
They can lay fertilized eggs, which means we can actually do the chicks and hatch them as opposed to eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which we'll probably have anyway. Let's see what else to hunt for to be okay. Oh, and I'll just save and wood. I'm making sure I got wood to make the stocks out of for the bows from. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure out something for the rope.
Hmm. I mean, the rump wouldn't that just be leather or not leather, rubber?
The rope on the
Oh,
the
rope. I
string.
thought I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not familiar with this term, but it sounds like the
No.
back of it. Like,
No, rope for the strings on the bows,
well,
or yeah.
if you ever want to make an animal sacrifice, I'm sure that the intestines of one of these animals would do just fine.
Actually, we'd be using the sinew, not
The
the intestines
sinew.
for the
That's
sinew.
true. You're right.
That's the stuff that usually works for it. But
Right.
we'll see what I can find. After all, I'm gonna have lots of time.
Oh yeah.
I hope.
It's wintertime. There will be no troop movement whatsoever. There'll be very little movement.
Yeah. we will be
'Cause-
going out. One of the main reasons I want to be making the bows is because bows and arrow, we can make more arrows and arrows and arrows and arrows.
Yeah.
I do not have the equipment to repack bullets.
Right.
I could probably cast the bullets.
No.
I could probably deal with by policing our brass. We could have the cartridges. However, I don't believe we have a source of raw gunpowder, smokeless preferred, to be able to put in there and
Primers,
Or-
I think, will be the hardest to come by.
primer and all the other little pieces, the specialty stuff that you need to do it properly.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
I probably know how to do it.
it's
You
quite
would
the
have-
process.
Better luck scavenging ammo than you
Yeah.
would actually replacing what you've got.
Yeah.
Which is why for especially for the winter hunting, the very quiet improvised bow.
Well, I was going to say I have a bow. I don't remember where we got it from, but I have a bow.
Yeah, we do. We started with a bow.
You started
Actually,
with,
hold on.
but you got a hunting bow, which
From
was
the
from
cannibals.
the
Yeah, I was
cannibals who
gonna
thought
say
you
the
guys were going to
cannibals.
be dinner.
Yep.
Okay,
Uh,
so we have
have-
2 bows then.
We
'Cause
actually
we
no, they
started
dropped
with-
3, so we have those 3 plus whatever you're making.
No, we started with 1 bow from our
Okay.
starting equipment.
So we have
Yeah.
4 then.
There should be a total of 4.
I only see 1 currently listed on the sheet.
Apologies
That needs
on
to be
that one.
upgraded to
Okay.
4.
I will update that.
Yep.
I'm
I just have
assuming
bow
since you-
and then 3 on my sheet here.
Okay, I'm assuming with the fact that we got bow, you got arrows with the bows from these cannibals,
Yes.
please?
There was about a
Uh,
dozen arrows between
so
all
that gives, okay, so that gives us a total of 20 arrows before I start. Interestingly enough, on page 94, they do actually list in a small little subtext what it takes to actually make a bow.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
that's so currently I could be making a lot of arrows with not too much time.
Yeah.
Assuming we have the supplies. So do you want me to do those rolls for arrow making, or are we just doing, because we're going to probably end up going through a lot of arrows for hunting.
Yeah, give me the rolls.
Okay. It's a tech roll, and it takes 1 shift of time.
And how many arrows does that make?
2d6.
Okay.
Nice.
Here's my tech roll. I don't believe I have any skills that would directly affect a bonus on this one, because I don't believe my mechanic or my combat engineer is an appropriate bonus.
No, it's not.
Okay, I got success.
Well, you got 2 successes, so add an extra d6.
Okay, so there we go. Okay.
14 arrows.
14 arrows to add to the pile in 1 shift of work.
And how many shifts are you planning to do?
Well, at this point, I think I'm going to do. We'll do 4 shifts to see what that gets us for arrows, and then if we need to do some more, I think, because
Okay.
I think having at least a dozen arrows per hunter person, assuming all 4 of us are going out, hunting at a time.
Well, and 2 of your civilians are hunters as well.
Okay. And this inventory is the entire camp's inventory, correct? Okay,
Is
so,
that right, Mira?
Sorry, what was that?
So that general inventory, that's the entire camps. That's not a particular, just you guys.
That is so this general inventory, I don't know what's in all of the camp. Because a lot of things have updated. This is what it was before we got the map update and before we went out to the tanker, and before
Okay.
anyone did any scavenging. So this is accurate as per last session.
Okay, so there's
Except
definitely
for
a session to get this all updated.
Right. Yeah. The only thing I need is to know our general resources. Also, has anyone cracked into the cider yet?
Probably not.
not yet.
I think it would be a good idea to probably crack into that, like crack into one of the barrels as winter starts
No,
to kind of be like, here's like some last cheer before we go.
I hold it for the solstice.
Okay, that makes sense. Hold it for the new year or the solstice. Yeah, solstice. Yeah,
Darkest day.
yeah, that makes sense.
So shift 2 was unproductive.
Right.
Shift 3 is going to give me
An extra D6.
more 12 more. Shift 4, not productive. Oh, that's shift. Was that shift 4?
That was shift 4.
Okay.
So 4 days had passed.
Yeah. Well.
Unless you're doing 2 shifts a day.
No, I think that would be pushing things in our current environment. So I don't think that's worthwhile. Because yeah. So from my perspective, 4 days have passed, and we got
Yes.
What was it?
14 plus 12.
Okay, well, 26 arrows out of it is not bad.
Like you said, it's wintertime. You don't have much going on.
Yeah. I'm assuming that at the moment I'm keeping ahead of lost and broken arrows.
Yes.
Okay. Can we say that by the end of October?
Are you hunting by yourself, or have you taken anybody with you? Because
I'm not going out. I'm making arrows for hunters to go out with.
Gotcha.
This isn't me leaving the camp. This is me sitting in camp with a
All
wood.
All right.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
a
yeah.
knife and
Okay. Yeah.
some
Yeah.
pieces of
We're
wood doing
fine.
some whittling.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I think what my objective at this point is to get to 60 arrows in inventory before the end of the month.
Okay.
Is
We're
that
middle of the month, so 4 days. You got roughly 10 days left.
yeah? Okay. Do we want? Do you want me to bother? Given the basis of my rolls, do you want me to roll them all or not bother?
Nope, roll up.
Okay. First roll. 1 success.
Just your standard 2d6.
Another 5. Second. Whoa, 3 successes.
Add 2 more d6s.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that was another 17 arrows. Okay. So that was second. Third. Fourth. Eight more. Fifth. 6. So I guess for 4,
That
3d6?
5d6.
Yeah, the 3d6.
5d6 total.
Yeah. Oh, well, interesting set. Okay, so that was 5th, 6th. Okay. I might as well just roll out the week, out the month. 7, 8. 9. And the last roll for tech. 3 dice there. So a big pile of arrows.
And we now have entered November 1st.
Oh, hold on. While he's doing that, I have something I want to be doing over winter, if possible.
No, over the
Yep.
over the over
Over
we'll
the
call it
course
over
of
the,
2
over the,
weeks.
Yeah.
the 2-week time period of October.
I would like to do some scrounging. Not scrounging. I guess it'd be foraging. I am
Okay.
looking. So mugwort grows in cold climates, and if it is this cold, it has probably frozen, which means the leaves would still be good. I want to look for some mugwort because I want to be able to roll my own cigarettes and stuff, and like maybe find some seeds if I can start growing them when it gets warm enough to dig in the soil again. They're like a weed, so hopefully I could find some.
Uh-huh.
Let's
Okay.
see. Let me real quick. I'm assuming that would be. Could I add farming? Farmer?
Yes, farming would work.
Okay. Which means that's going to be survival. All right. Let's see. And I will add.
And this is per
farmer.
shift.
Yeah. So we'll see how my shifts go here. I'll do one shift just to see what's up. So that's a success. Do I find mugwort in the area?
Yes, you do.
Any seeds that I could potentially grow next summer?
No seeds, but
No
you can
seeds?
get 2d6 leaves off it.
Excellent. / 2d6. Okay, 7 leaves. I think Adam's going to be doing a lot of work around camp, so I think I'll only do one more of these shifts if that's okay.
That's fine.
I think the rest of it we can just say Adam has been wandering around camp trying to raise morale and like, just be pretty decent. So what does that count as?
So you get another 2d6 leaves
Okay.
and a d4 seeds.
Ooh. So I get 7 leaves and /1d4. Come on. 3 seeds. All right. So I'm just going to say, so I have 7. Let me add to my gear while I'm doing this. Otherwise I'll forget. Mugwort seeds. And I have 3
Okay.
and they weigh negligible.
Okay.
Okay. So, with my, that's 7 plus 7, with my 14 leaves, how many mugwort cigarettes would I be able to put together?
Roughly how big are the leaves?
The leaves are not huge. They're about hand size. And we could also say that I can use some of the leaves for like rolling these, because otherwise I don't have paper except for like, I don't know, old newspaper shit, or from like the diary, which is pretty fucking grim. So I think he'd probably roll them almost like cigars, just cigarette sized,
I'm going to say you can get 9.
9 of them. All right, excellent. This will be something that in the summer we're definitely going to grow by the riverbank because that shit's going to grow far and wide, and that could be a cash crop for us. So I'll mark these as mugwort cigarettes so that we know it's not like cigarettes. Probably has a similar value, but I mean, like, I'll leave that up to the DM. That's totally your thing.
Okay. I just totaled how many arrows I actually made over that entire block. So, as 108.
What role do you need for hunting?
You would need either, well, to go finding something, I would say recon.
Okay. He, by that I mean Richard, does have very good recon, so I might see how many of those arrows I can end up losing for you.
They were literally made to be used so that we can survive. But I think over 15 days, that's a reasonable amount. That's a pretty good storehouse. So
Well,
if
yeah,
someone will
it
add
is.
the 108 to the inventory, that would be wonderful.
Okay. So, 2
We'll try and
weeks. How many times can I roll for hunting? Is that every day or?
That would be every 3.
Every 3 days?
Yeah.
5 rolls.
5.
So half a month, 5 rolls.
All right. I will not. I'm not going to ask if I can add investigator to that because that doesn't make much sense. One,
Didn't find anything.
2,
Oh, could have found something on that one.
3,
And that one.
4, and 5.
Ooh.
Out
At
of the
least you weren't
5,
pushing.
What's that?
At least you weren't pushing.
Right.
so
Out
there's
of what?
transfers. Out of the 5 excursions, 3 of them become fruitful.
All right.
So let me bring up my handy dandy book here. So for the first one, roll me a d3.
All right. 2.
Roll me another d3.
Make that a 3, Joe.
Okay, so as you're out, have you taken anybody with you?
LJ, if LJ wants to come along.
Okay. You going
Yeah.
along, LJ?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are going out, you're sort of like, okay, well, that way didn't work the last time, so let's try this way. And you come across 2 wild dogs, which looks like they've caught maybe a wolf. You're not quite sure, but because it's just been torn apart.
Mm. You get the one on the left, I get the one on the right.
Okay. Or he doesn't even say okay, he just nods his head.
Oh, crap. Can someone give me the stats for a bow? I just realized I didn't put it in. Fuck.
Let's see.
As I said, page 74. So 1 second. Remember, come on, go through the book. No. Oh, sorry, it wasn't page 74. Oops. Okay, that's a different chart. Oh boy. Weapons, bows. Come on. Ah, here we are. Page 94. Straight up. These are hunting bows that I believe we're using at this point.
Yes.
Yes.
They are reliability 5, damage 1, crit 2, range 4, armor +1, and they weigh 1.
Awesome. Said reliability 5. All right. Okay. Sorry. I have that. I have that all put together now. Stop it. Okay.
So
Before
you
I-
guys do get to jump on them.
All right. I would like to roll my attack to hopefully hit. That looks like a hit.
That is a hit. So a success means you do damage, and each additional success is a 1 additional damage, correct?
which, because we have 2 successes, there was a 2?
Yes,
Yeah,
there's 2
11
successes.
2 successes means that it is, with a critical 2 weapon, it critted.
It did a crit. So it does 1 hit and does a crit.
In the torso.
Well, this is a crit on an NPC.
Ah. So it dead?
I'm going to call it dead.
All right.
We get dog.
Dog.
Well,
That's
LJ
good.
has to do his thing.
Delicious.
Not as good as pork, but it's something. LJ, come on, buddy. Get the other one.
Okay. Dog.
Same thing. Another dead dog. Well, wild dog.
Cool.
So, on your first successful expedition, you found 2 wild dogs. They are about like that husky size.
60, 70 pounds a dog.
Probably because all the little wee tiny ones have all been
They
eaten.
ate first.
Unless you're one of the Tibetan breeds, then they've probably gone in hiding and are hunting in packs, and that's scary.
Hmm.
Do we happen to bring the sled out here? We can put them on and then carry the 2 back.
That is up to you guys.
I don't see why that wouldn't have been a conversation.
Yes. So then, yeah, you would have the sled. What's pulling it? Are you guys pulling it, or are you using one of the animals?
Probably one of us are pulling it.
Okay.
Dogs make noise. Animals make noise.
So you eventually get back, and yeah, a couple of the civilians looks like okay, and start prepping up the animal. Don't have to worry about having a freezer. You got a natural freezer out here.
Right? So, yeah. We'll bring that back. I mean, you could always field dress it, but actually, it doesn't really matter that much in this weather. All right. All right.
So, next excursion. A D3, please.
Hey, I'm just curious, Scott. Is there a reason that your thing says Humvee?
I don't know. Weird.
Anyway, there's a D3 for you.
And another D3.
Another 3.
Pretty well, you come across the same situation.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? I miss.
Yeah.
LJ, go.
LJ hits it for a mighty 1 point of damage.
To the head.
But it was in the head, so 1 point's good enough. An arrow to the head. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one dead dog. Considering I'm looking at their hit capacity, that's one dead dog. Okay. So,
Does the other one run off, or do we shoot at
what
it
kind-
again?
Well, you do have one advantage. You are shooting with a bow. You are not making noise by shooting. So you don't kind of get the animal's attentions the same way that a gun would.
yes. He is more busy eating than worrying about what happened to his partner.
All right, you try to shoot yours again since you missed the first time. If you don't make it, I got you, and I'll finish it off.
All right. And
I whisper
for the
that.
record, Scott, I personally don't think that was a dumb question.
Well, no, I'm thinking, you shoot at something. If it's paying attention, the other dude, the
No,
other
seriously.
animal might have.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's dead.
Yeah.
3 successes on a headshot. Yeah.
Mhm.
So same thing. You drag back 2 more.
Meat's meat. The colony's got to eat.
That's right. Well, and also you got, because you're using bows and not guns, the pelts are a lot more salvageable. You don't have these massive exit wounds.
Okay, my question is, in video games, when you shoot an arrow, they're like, oh, it's broken. You don't get the arrow back. Can we get the arrows? What's the percentage of the arrow not snapping off when we slam it into their skull?
Basically, you would be able to retrieve the arrows. It's not like you're in a fantasy setting or that where you're sort of in a bit of a rush. And it's just like you're hunting, you're taking your time. So you'd be able to retrieve the arrows. That being said, what type of tips are on these arrows?
Well, I would like them to be metal tips, but I'm not quite sure if I was able to do that. I might be on stone
What
chip.
type of metal tips were you thinking of?
You can go as simple as putting a nail on the front of it.
I think,
So like a Bobkin arrow,
yeah,
broadhead arrow?
Bob,
the Bobkin.
The
You can pull them right
target
back.
arrows we used to use.
You can pull those right out.
Most of them are going to be standard target arrows, if you know what I'm talking about there. Brian.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can easily retrieve them.
I will probably make some broadheads at some point or another, because there are times where you're going to need some broadheads.
Yeah, depending on what you're attacking.
Bear, boar. Either one of those two are going to need broads, but
Yeah.
most of them are standard target point.
So, last excursion, D3, please.
Well, all right.
And a D2. Okay. So you sort of go out and you realize, going sort of that general direction's been doing pretty good for you. So you sort of go back out. And you reach a tree line and you hear movement in the snow just beyond.
Human size, big, small.
Not human sized, but definitely a bit of a larger animal.
Fuck. Just on the other side of the ridge?
Yeah, like if you're at the tree line, it's about, you're coming to a bit of a clearing, it's about middle of the clearing.
Well, let's do our best to sneakily get up there.
Can I get, that would be, what would stealth be? Survival.
Well, that's a problem.
Sneaking up on them.
That's a problem.
Can I get, uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not a problem.
This time.
You two, LJ. Well, you both succeeded. You're able to get to the edge of the tree line. And you see a black bear.
I was going to say it's a bear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bear.
Okay, so the problem... bows and bears don't mix very well.
Well, depends on what type of bow you're using in the arrowheads.
Whatever they've been making.
Yeah, that'd be like, well, bows and arrows don't usually hit bears. Yeah, except for those bear hunting bows that use ballista bolts. Like,
Oh no, I'm thinking like the broadheads that have the 4 arrow razor sharp arrowheads on them.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, I was specifying that I would make some broadheads for large target shooting, because they're scary.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say
We'll
each
say
archer
you've made a
probably
dozen.
has 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each archer probably has 6 of them right now.
Looking
So
at
a
LJ.
broadhead will actually do 2 points of damage.
Okay. We'll factor that in. But looking at LJ, you want to try this?
Yeah, he knocks one of those broadhead arrows and just shoots the bear, I guess.
All right.
I
well,
love LJ.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Good old shoot first, shoot questions later, LJ.
Go ahead, LJ. Whatever.
Okay. So 2 successes. Plus.
Well, it is a
additional
crit on a
damage.
bear.
Uh-huh.
If you just drop him,
3 point.
it'll be
Well.
funny.
Well, we got hit in the arm, so let's see where your arrow lands.
Okay. All right. There's two
Oh,
successes.
son of a!
Now
Whoa.
keep in mind that's with
Yeah.
the old arrowhead number. So
Yeah, so
it's-
there's a +1, so it's 5. Well, I think
So our total damage
So-
is
Mine would be
Uh,
3 and 5. So it'd be 5 and 3. So 8.
8 between the two.
that's a dead bear.
That'd be a dead me.
That'd be
God.
dead any one of you.
Damn, you guys fucked some shit up.
Heck, the one bow doing 5 points of damage would be a dead me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a torso shot, so he probably nailed you dead center.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that if it was actually dead center, because then you got that's hitting the sternum. You might actually survive that. Just a little below that, well, that's going to be a little messier.
A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right.
Mhm.
We're just down at the sci-fi process.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ma'am, you do any hunting before, Richard?
The bear
Any-
falls over. You're not here to ask anyway.
No, I know. That's me asking out of character.
So you
No,
guys
he's
just
never hunted bear before.
Hmm,
bagged yourself about a 600-pound black bear.
God damn.
Yeah, this is going to take a little more effort to get this one on the cart and get him back.
Yep. And goes.
This is tossing on a
Alright.
sledge and all.
I
yeah.
think I'm done hunting for a little bit.
Why? This was fun.
Let's
Let's
put this
see.
way, you guys
Pulled in-
just guaranteed to be able to get into April with no issue, probably even May.
Nice.
You just pulled in 850 odd pounds of critter.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Now, that's not quite all good eating meat, but there's all sorts of nice things to be getting off of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bones,
Bones.
bone-tipped arrows.
Hmm.
I've got Schnoo to be doing
you could make your crossbows.
crossbow and bow string.
Mm.
I might be able to, if I got really lucky, be able to turn some of that into lute strings on that guitar.
That would be very nice. I mean, Adam might pick up some scrimshawing too. I mean, those skulls. Those could look pretty cool as art.
Like, we can make the fur into blankets for the kids.
Absolutely. That's an amazing idea.
bearskin rug.
Don't we have a bit? Is that a?
That's a
don't
cow
have to-
skin, right?
That's cow. Okay.
Mhm.
So we don't currently have a bearskin rug down. Oh well, I
Hmm.
guess we got one now. Or we will once we cure the thing.
Put it right in
Mhm.
front of the fire. Perfect place to take a nap.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's probably actually much more useful right now as a comforter or blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Also known as a part-time rug.
Right.
And well, small blankets for the kids out of the huskies
Mm-hmm.
because they'll probably fit the kids that need to be too much sewing. But that's a
Mm-hmm.
different thing. And just for consideration of the kids, just to make sure, we will dress out the dogs outside the camp before they're visible to the kids.
Probably a good idea.
The kids probably have enough trauma. We don't need to give them more.
Right. Probably want to dress everything over in the
dresses-
barn, you know.
Yeah.
Just like so it's mostly out of sight anyway, but no, I totally know what you mean. By like making sure that it's just like this is unidentifiable meat, not like we're dragging Fido.
Bingo.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Hair,
I
no
forgot his
problem.
name was Bingo.
Or Yeller.
I'm pretty pleased with myself about that one.
Could be old Yeller too.
True. You know,
So,
I miss where the red fern grows.
so that's
So can I get all 4 of you to give me a recon roll?
All right,
recon. Let's see what we got here.
I can fail a roll for you.
Yeah, combat engineer is probably not going to affect on this one. Ooh, okay. Yep, my roll is as
He's-
usual.
Hot damn, LJ.
So, yeah, we got 2 making it. So Richard and LJ made theirs, and Benjamin and Adam just didn't.
Oh shit! I would have added scout to that, so I would have
No,
a
no.
+1.
Yeah,
Huh?
no bonuses for this particular roll.
Okay, right on.
Richard, LJ, the lady that has been taking care of the kids, you know she's grown a bit of a belly on her.
Oh damn.
Oh. Oh boy.
Best estimate, probably 6 months.
Okay. That's a good
I mean-
thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I know my reaction was immediately, "Aw, damn," but like now that I'm thinking about it, like Adam would be pretty happy about this. He's like a poetic type. He'd be like, "Oh shit, like we've got something blossoming still in the apocalypse," you know?
And
I'd probably
at
say,
least
hey,
we have a good medic with
Mhm.
first responder, field surgeon, general practitioner, and I'm also field surgeon. So
Nice.
we have. We probably won't have a particular problem with delivery.
yeah.
Now,
Probably
here's
don't actually have a
hoping-
midwife specialty, but I don't think there actually is a midwife specialty.
No,
Now-
but you actually have a combat nurse that was an actual hospital nurse before all this happened
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
and worked
That's
in
Rose.
the ER.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's I'm assuming that's Rose. That's the one I was referring to as the person
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
we know
Yeah.
who has a lot, and then I can assist.
The only thing
Yeah.
that we gotta worry about is hopefully the fallout hasn't affected this kid at all.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
if
mean,
he
what-
comes out not moving.
We'll see. There's so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
other
Yeah.
things not in my mind. Radiation is like the last thing you could think about being a problem. You know, there's a lot more likely issues. You know, like malnutrition.
I was about to say I'd like to
Cold
bring to
weather.
I'd like to bring to a vote that she gets put on double rations and gets the bed closest to the fire. I think that's probably or like move her bed close to the fire. I think that's probably a good idea.
Metagamey,
you know.
but yes.
Well, I mean, if she's pregnant, that's something that like.
Nobody's told
You
you
know.
yet.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry.
only
That's fine.
LJ and Richard. No,
Yeah, that's my bad.
No, you're fine. I agree. That's a good idea. I don't mind just having everybody know. We can just say one of us said something.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. I just noticed with my revamp of the map, I forgot to actually put a heat source and some lighting in your guys' area.
Yeah. No, we're just sleeping in the absolute cold. That's
Yeah.
all we're doing.
So there is stuff there. I will definitely correct that map.
Mhm.
Damn.
We cuddled together at night to sleep to keep warm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice cuddle party.
Well, you guys can cuddle. I'll just steal your blankets, and I'll be nice and warm under everyone else's blankets by myself in the corner.
Oh, Richard, you're no fun. You don't want to join the cuddle puddle?
I'm pretending I'm on a beach, sipping a Mai Tai.
Could Could be sipping a Mai Tai
By
with three other friends.
myself.
With 3 other friends.
By myself. Anyway.
Hey.
You know, when you first said Mai Tai, Mira, I was thinking of something completely different.
Oh, when Cyrus said it?
You both said it almost at the
Oh,
same
yeah,
time,
yeah.
and the way yours came out is like, oh, that type of cuddle party. No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I hear you. No, not quite that type of cuddle. This is platonic bro cuddling. Homophobia be damned. This is platonic bro cuddling.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's just I'm tired enough my mind can slip pretty quick.
Good.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, that interesting revelation. What would people like to do?
No, probably just kind of mention it to what is her name? Rose? Yeah?
Yeah.
The combat medic? Yeah, just kind of
Yeah,
mention,
Rose.
hey, kind of noticed this. Would you mind checking up on that?
I've noticed it too. Yes, definitely.
We
I
may
hope the fallout from previous attacks hasn't done anything.
Hmm,
I guess we'll see.
let's focus on what we can control.
Damn, that doctor really did just say, "I guess we'll see." That's kind of fucked up.
She doesn't know what the effects would be.
No, yeah.
Everyone thinks, man, radiation will give you 2 heads, when more than likely it's just, yeah, your blood cells stop reproducing and
I
you
was about to
die.
say, yeah, I was about to say, like, they say that you
there's
have
a
2
whole-
heads. Oh, they give you,
Yeah.
no, you just grow sickle cell anemia. Like,
Yeah, no, it's just the 2-head thing. No, look at Chernobyl. That's several generations of inbreeding of the animals. But beyond that, yeah, radiation poison. It's a radiation, and that it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Like in Threads, that's exactly probably what's going to happen if it does.
which because I know that you've seen it, and as soon as I heard there was a baby, my oh no immediately went to ah. So yeah.
The tail end of the movie.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
I'm not going to be that cruel and
Good.
flip that one on. Maybe if you guys survive and see a generation or so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, just kind of mention it and then probably pass the info along to the camp leaders.
Yes. May I draw you to the attention, your guys' particular room, to this little bed?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
You can guess what that is.
It's bed for gnomes.
Yes, gnomes.
Yes.
I knew they were real, and we're in the gnome capital of the world, Sweden.
And I just had a male Minecraft or a male World of Warcraft gnome in a diaper pop up my head, you pat.
That's in your head, not in mine.
In mine now.
With a baby rattle as his weapon.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh fuck. Oom. No, that's their first words. No, yeah, no, I
They're
think
the Oomkins.
that's it.
Oomkins.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, yeah, if we I would definitely say, like, yeah, we've got the bed for it. And yeah, I think Adam is gonna, he's already kind of built up a bit of a relationship. I think he definitely would try and build up a bit of a relationship with this woman. It's just like because she's taking care of the kids. Adam has the vested interest in the kids being all right as well. So they probably are in contact pretty frequently. he'd make extra sure that like
Mhm.
she's taken care of as much as possible, you know.
So,
Sweet.
what does everybody want to do now?
Y'all tell me.
Hmm.
Richard's pretty chill. Just need to tell him what you want to do.
So it is a month has passed.
We are at the beginning of November.
Beginning of November. Well, I'm gonna take off one cigarette because he learned probably when he was kicking nicotine, because he's had a month at this point. He's probably on the tail end of kicking nicotine. He's probably learned that rationing is very important. So I will take off only one cigarette. Let's
Mhm.
see. Let's see.
You have noticed it's got significantly darker.
It's been getting darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that we keep light sources pretty well fueled and that sort of thing, because definitely don't want, like, we're gonna have the lack of vitamin D, but even without the lack of vitamin D, like, you know, like having no sunlight for a while can do a lot of screwy things to people's heads.
Well, your locals are somewhat used to it. Just
Okay, that's
not technically this early.
Mhm. Yeah, no. Adam probably, because he's been in the country for a couple years. He's not used to it, but he's like
He
he knows it's
expects it.
coming. Yeah, he knows
he
it's coming.
expects it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that Adam would probably suggest that as it gets darker and darker, um, if we can bundle up enough, it might be a decent time to do. No, no, I still don't think that'd be appropriate. I think that one more year out here and like we'll have like enough gear that like it gets dark and way too cold and it's like we're the only people who can live out here and like who can like live as recon and go to places that would normally have more people. But no, I don't know if there's anything that we can properly do once winter starts setting in. There's a lot of small work, but you know, that's about it. As far as I know. Anyone have any suggestions?
Play a card game.
Yeah. I think can Adam carve some dice out of those bones?
Oh, easily.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. He'll fucking
Hmm.
he'll roll some sheep's knuckles with people. So to turn the phrase. You know, Adam is definitely big on like again, like I said, Adam's entire job that he took up was like, I'm going to be the fun people or the fun police.
Hell,
But in the good way.
you got enough bone, you could do a whole set of polyhedron dice.
That's true. Adam would know about Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I think
As for the others, I don't know. But
no. I think Adam probably no. Adam's a storyteller. He might. I think we'll start with gambling and feel out how people feel about D&D.
Do not cite the magic to me, witch.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was there when it was written.
Mhm.
I mean, think about
you
it.
know what would actually be really hilarious?
Oh, actually.
Is to run a D&D game within a Twilight 2000 game.
That'd be fun.
God. I mean, so
Mhm.
let's see. Richard was born in 1953.
Mhm.
When was the first edition of D&D?
77, whatever.
I think with
so
Chainmail
that-
77, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Chainmail in 77 and 79 was the original Dungeons and Dragons. The little
Yes,
sort of
so-
half box.
Well, let's see. So he would be 20 in 77. So
That'd be about right.
Oh,
it's
sorry. Actually, Chainmail was 71, actually.
Mhm.
Apparently.
okay.
Oh, much earlier.
So he would act. He kind of fits the mold for somebody that would have. I mean, he was in college at that time.
And it just started, so could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Adam is an anarcho-communist, also known as hangs out with total fucking nerds all the time when he was in America.
Hmm.
Aside from also breaking crime, he might also play. or at least know the concept of.
How old's that?
Adam McCarthy is 30 something. He's 35.
35. So
He wouldn't have been
born in
around for the
75. You would have been at the right age, the height of the 80s of that whole
The
satanic.
satanic panic. Yep. No, which totally would be Adam bait. Like something being satanic panic. Adam's a fucking atheist and hates authority. Like he'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah. I guess I'm doing Satan shit then. What are you gonna do about it? Bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, LJ avoided it completely because he was born in '69.
Mhm.
He
But
was focused more on military duties right out of high school.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
probably were born and raised in a military family.
Yeah. It wasn't even a conversation piece. Nobody had ever mentioned it.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least,
And
Adam's holding. Oh, go ahead.
if you guys bring it up, this would actually be the first time he's probably ever heard of it.
Yeah. I think Adam will probably, for right now, stick to dice and card games and chess until that gets boring, which it most certainly can. And Adam was in prison for a bit. He learned a lot of time killing techniques. So Adam's probably organizing shit like at least once a week of like officially get together like, hey, we're gonna do this. Like tonight's gonna be like a dice night. We're all gonna hang out. We're gonna have a good time. That sort of thing.
Okay, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Richard will use his recon skills for another thing.
Mm.
Scoping out areas of interest around here.
Okay. We'll do it like when you were doing your hunting. So it's 3-day
Okay.
time slots.
All right. How long are we going, everybody?
That honestly,
Let's put it this way: your best estimate is roughly when December hits. It's going to be too cold to be outside for more than maybe 15 minutes.
All right.
actually,
So, like enough time to grab wood to keep everything going inside,
Sure.
I
or a
actually
barrel
would.
of water.
Once you're done with your thing, Richard, I think that Adam has like a pretty important thing that he could do that now that I've been doing some research into things that he would know. But yeah, go ahead, Richard.
Okay. And I'm sorry. Remind me where we are currently. In the middle of December, or my bad.
Near the beginning of November.
Beginning of November.
So you got a month?
You got a
Yeah.
month to recon. So
All right.
that would be 10 recon rolls.
I'll do that then. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I haven't even looked. How'd we do?
Oh,
You did real good.
You did really
Yeah.
good.
Jesus. All right. Well,
Okay.
at least 1 degree of success.
Just on every roll.
Jesus, and we got a couple 3 degrees.
So all your 1 degree of successes.
Mm-hmm. What
Which-
about him?
Which there's 2 of them. Can you roll me 3d6?
Absolutely. 3d6.
That's my line, but you can have it.
We're merely borrowing it. A 6, a 1, and a 5.
You find over various things, you're able to scavenge up 12 rations,
Ooh.
12
Nice.
MREs.
Go
So-
ahead and put those in the group.
Yeah, I can do that. Did you want him to roll one for each of those?
Nope, that was just a combined
Okay.
3d6.
That makes sense. Adding rations, 12 of them? Yeah, 12.
Can I get 10d6?
All right, I can.
Hell yeah.
roll. Ooh, I love giant gobs of dice.
So good.
$38.
38. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know if those were. My bad.
It doesn't actually, for some reason, want to actually add the dice up.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's very
like,
strange.
You
That's
got
just
1
like,
degree of success. Ha ha.
It's because of the degrees of success thing that's in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
So, and
You
that's
have to
okay.
force it into a out of system roll, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
You were able to find 38 more rounds of the 7.62 by 39.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay. You guys go ahead and have that, because that is not something one of my weapons is chambered in.
And
How many?
2 more AKMs. Yes, another
Ooh.
38 and 2 more AKMs.
Alrighty.
Okay. Ah, stop it. Oh, dang it. There you go.
As your first 3 successes, I would like a percentage dice, please.
Alright. For each of them, or just one?
We're just going to do them one at a time.
Okay. First one. $93. Big numbers. Good, right? Oh, no.
Big
numbers.
number actually is very
Bad.
good.
Oh, no.
Oh, very good. You were going out on a completely different route. You've done like your first 2 days, and you're like, I can't find anything. So you're sort of almost doing like a loop. On the loop back, you see something sort of shining in a snowbank.
Ooh.
Frazier!
What is it? I go and see.
As you get closer, you're noticing that's glass.
Did you find a working car?
Yeah, is it a windshield?
It's it is, but it's an armored windshield.
You know, in my head I was joking. You found a tank. Did I find an APC? Or what did I find?
An armored car, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, are you going to take the time to remove some of the snow?
Yeah, absolutely. How long does that take me?
In about an hour, you get enough to realize that, holy shit,
Tell me, it's an armored Lada, is it?
no, it's not an armored lot.
Damn it. Okay, continue.
It's in chat in Discord.
Okay, hold on, I gotta pull that up on my phone.
Oh my.
Don't say anything. I need to pull it up on Discord on my phone.
You found it good. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna.
You're gonna need a radio some help.
What the fuck?
That is an AMC 10 RC.
Uh,
It is a four-wheeled armored car.
uh,
Looks like a sixth wheel, unless it's missing
Well,
two
sorry,
on the
no,
other
it's a
side.
six-wheel.
Yeah.
Four-wheel. No, that's the Humvee.
Yeah. Oh boy.
uh,
And it has a standard 105 millimeter cannon on it.
you know what? I'm going with Just Cause 3 rules. This is a tank. No, we found a tank.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, this thing could take on most light and some medium battle tanks
Mm-hmm.
and can
Yeah.
outrun them.
Okay,
Yes.
Does it
First,
run?
First things first. Can I get it running?
Do you know how to drive one of these things?
So this is a Soviet bloc tank.
This
or
is French.
French. Oh,
AMX is French manufacturer.
my bad. AMX. I was thinking T series. Whatever. So, Richard would probably say he had never had the displeasure of working with baguette munchers, but no, he doesn't have. Let's see. He's got nope.
I know somebody that does.
I do too. That's where he's gonna go. Shit. All right, fine. Marks it on his map and is gonna hightail it back.
Okay.
Gets in. Finds probably the nearest person, whether that's Benjamin, LJ, or Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Is gonna say, "Hey, so I've got a project that I'm gonna need help with, like right now."
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're probably all in the same room, maybe playing cards.
Yeah, we're
So-
sitting at that center table just playing cards.
Who here knows how to drive a tank?
Tank
Does-
or
AMX. Who here wants to be French for a day?
I bet you Stefan Burrell does as well. He does have the tanker.
Yeah, turns.
Probably.
Combat Eng? I repaired the damn things.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
No, I'm
yeah.
not great at driving them. Okay,
But you would have an
But-
understanding.
I know how to. I know the right buttons.
So
Yeah.
between you and
So do I.
Stefan,
And
Heck, you-
being within the Canadian military, you also had to have learned French.
Yep.
ah,
All right. Well,
Because it's
Have
a
a l-
bilingual army.
grab your
Well,
I
Well,
was
kit.
a
in
little
the
bit of it.
Britain army. Does that count?
Grab your kit. Do any of our? I'm assuming part of the kit that these Humvees come with, they have a winch.
good question.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, just if it's abandoned in a snowbank, it either ran out of fuel, one, which we can fix, or it may have gotten stuck in the bank, in which case having a winch will hopefully help.
Yeah.
We can.
Mhm.
I'm assuming we have a couple of usable shovels at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, you got that whole squad of Marines. They all have entrenching gear.
Yeah, well.
Mm. Yeah, I think we should take some of the Marines, and Adam will go just to watch the clown show.
You know, I was about to say it's not going to be a clown show, but then I realized this is a group of people who have had next to nothing to do for months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all excited. We're all going.
Yeah,
Everyone,
Yeah.
come on, there's a tank. Let's go look at it.
Okay. Well,
You're
I
not
will-
my
They give
dad.
pointers on how to start
So,
it. Be like, no,
are
it's that
we?
button.
Are we taking the Hummer out to get it?
Let's do it. Looks like a good idea.
Well, if
Um,
that would be the only thing that could tow it, especially if you can get it in gear.
Yeah.
Okay. In gear or
Well,
out of gear?
Well, at least into neutral.
Yeah, I was gonna
okay. into free will.
I'm not your dad. I am your dad. Get out of the fucking tank.
You're not my dad, and I'm in a tank. Get out of the tank. I am your dad. Nope, not my dad. In a tank. Anyway,
Okay, so let's go take a look.
Okay. So with the Hummer, you actually get out there a little quicker.
Mhm.
Yeah, it still has snow up to the top of the deck.
Hmm.
So it definitely does need to be dug out. How many of the Marines did you bring?
How many fit in the Humvee?
All.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think you can fit everybody in the Humvee.
let's see.
They're
Adam will
Marines.
ride-
They
Four
can
of, the
walk.
4 of us, and we could probably have fit.
Crew of 1,
Four.
passengers 4.
Okay, then there's only one space
Oh,
for
Adam-
a Marine.
Adam will probably hang out on top of the Humvee, like or like hang off of the side of the Humvee. He wants to see this, but he doesn't want to be a burden.
Okay, so
A few of you could sit on the back of the Humvee.
yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
so 4 Marines,
Um,
3.
Adam's coming, so it would be 3.
Okay, 3 Marines. Well,
3 on
hey,
the back, and whoever's on the inside.
okay.
That'd be
Perfect.
4 Marines in total then, because we got 1 extra space on the inside. So 4 spaces on the back, and then
So yeah, then the sergeant definitely will be coming along.
absolutely, I would hope he'd come along. He'd be one of the most important to bring.
Well, it depends on whether we want him to ride herd on the guys at camp or ride herd on the guys in the field.
Yeah, that's fair.
He just left one of the squat boys in charge.
Okay.
Mm.
Not Grenade Boy, right?
Oh no, you have Grenade Boy.
Good.
Why do we
Oh,
have
and that
Grenade
is
Boy?
his nickname. His nickname is Grenade Boy.
Just because he was voluntold.
Okay. Sergeant wanted him. Got it. That's
So
the
yeah,
important.
you guys get back,
Mhm.
and the sergeant just looks at the 4 of them, like, start digging.
Okay. Well,
And he looks at you and's like, I take it you used to be in logistics.
engineer.
Close enough. You think you can figure out if this thing's running?
That's why I came. So, what do we got?
Okay. So the hatches, the top hatch, you can get it open. It's really, really, it's stuck, but you're quite sure you could pry it open. If the locking mechanism you think might be frozen.
Okay. This is the top gunner's hatch, correct?
This is actually the commander's hatch.
Okay. Commander's hatch on the so we're on the top of that turret.
Yes.
Hmm. Got it. So I guess we will start with getting that sucker open.
Yes, we will.
So it's pry job or just
It is a pry job, so I need an engineering type role.
so a tech roll be the appropriate one. And as a combat engineer, we'll take the bonus and make the roll. And I've got a success out of it. Yay.
Takes you a bit of time, but yes, you're able to pry it open.
Okay. First things first, take a quick look inside. Any bodies?
There is one skeleton right there.
Right below me?
Yep, you're quite sure that's the commander.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will let the everyone around know. We've got the bodies on board.
Let me clarify that. A mummified body.
Mummified. Okay.
It has old enough for cold mummification.
Mm.
Okay. So as in it's been here for like over a year?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you have to remember, in this part of the world, the sun has not shone through the clouds for at least 3 years.
Okay.
So it has been a nuclear winter this whole
Mhm.
time.
Okay. So well, um can I get him out
Need-
without leaving too much of him behind?
Yeah,
I'll help.
his uniform is still intact.
Okay. Can I get a hand getting this
LJ crawls up on the tank, be like, "What you need help with?"
him?
Oh, oh,
We're
all
pointing
right.
straight
Grab him and throw
down.
him out. I grab him
Here.
up and throw him out.
Wait,
Toss
is
him
there any
down. I've
salve?
always wanted to feel like a member of some British expedition.
Is there any salvageable gear on these mummies?
Well,
That's what
no,
Richard-
we've got mummy
once you
singular
get-
right now.
Once you
mummy,
figure out
my
how
bad.
many are in here and what gear is hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. You said this was a MX10RC. Let's see here.
AMX 10RC.
Okay. What is
Page
your
126 in the actual player's manual.
Yeah, but with the sharp little bits about it. To make my life easier, am going to the authoritative source for those of us who aren't in the world to look up the information.
Mhm.
Okay, so it has a crew of 4. It is a 16 to 22 ton, depending on the equipment set.
Mhm.
And
That 105 is standard.
yes, it's the secondary stuff that modifies out. Okay. Okay, so looking now that I've got the commander out. Now that we've got the commander out of the way,
Yes,
the rest of the crew.
they are in there.
Okay.
Lift the bodies up to me, and I'll throw them out.
Actually, I'm wanting to make a. I think I'm making a tech roll to see if I have a clue about one thing here.
Okay.
Let's see if I get a success. And yeah, I'm looking at these bodies. Are they do they look like they did radiation death? Like is this sucker still ticking off?
You do see a Geiger counter,
Aha.
but there's no
And-
power to it. The
Ah.
batteries have died.
Okay. Do I have batteries, please?
On yourself, you don't have the type of batteries. There might be a spare set inside.
Okay. I will. So I'm going to take the Geiger counter, put it up on top, and say, "Give me a moment to look inside here, guys."
Sergeant looks
time.
like I think there's a spare set inside that Humvee of yours.
Can you grab them?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah.
And he goes, grabs the batteries, and hands them to you.
Okay. Compatible set.
Yes, they are. Standard
Good.
NATO issue.
Thank God for small things. Okay. Do we start ticking?
You get a very, very light tick.
Okay. To basically equivalent to background these days? Probably. Do you
1 or
want
2 points above background.
but just a bit.
Yeah.
So I just want to find where is it? Here we
And it's actually
Um,
coming off the bodies themselves.
Okay. So, for notational reference, would this be off the bodies? Would that be classed as weak or not even that really?
You're halfway to weak.
Okay,
Let's put it
got it.
that way.
So, if we keep the bodies around, we're gonna have problems, but otherwise not. Okay, so let's. Okay, it's not
Well,
inherently dangerous to be spending short bits of time right here. So, that's how hard is it to get the? Okay, we have the commander. There are other people inside. Was it a full crew? Was it a part crew?
It was a
What did
full
they
crew
have?
of 6, or the full crew of
Four.
4.
4.
So you
Okay.
got 1 of 4 out.
Okay. The I'm going to point towards where the driver's hatch is
Mhm.
and make sure that they are digging down to it because I believe it is currently under the snowbank.
Yes, and they just revealed it.
Okay. Is it locked or
It seems to be slightly ajar.
okay? Okay. You guys get the driver, and then we've got the gunner and what is the other position on this sucker?
It would be
The loader.
loader,
Loader.
loader radio man.
Yes. Okay. And from that picture, that loader radio man would also be in the turret section.
Or just below it, because I can't remember if that's an auto loading 105 or not.
Let me see if I've got more pictures of the. Not sure. Let me see here. Okay. There we are. It might not. We'll assume that okay. Okay. So let me see here. I'm just doing my very favorite. It looks like ew. Okay. It's basically right in front of the commander position and down, I think. Yay. Okay, well, we will just have to live with that and start hauling them out.
hey, I'm not squeamish, he says,
Okay.
grabbing a shovel.
Well, no, we can get so I can there's the hatch for the commander which is open, the hatch for the gunner which is next to me, which is still closed, and the hatch for the driver which is open and they're hauling out the driver.
Yeah, gotcha.
That about right? The gunner's hatch, is it locked? So I have to go in to release it from inside? Or
Yes.
okay, well, let's get it open because I'm not going to try and haul them out through the commander's hatch.
Yeah.
It's
If
hard
you-
enough getting a normal a willing person in and out of these things. Never trying to move them the wrong way around. Tanks are not.
It is not an auto loader.
Mhm.
They actually have to load each round individually. I just pulled up the specs of the vehicle.
Yeah, I've been doing some Wikipedia and wandering and photo wandering, trying to see the interiors, but haven't really found a good set. Oh well, and then just gave up and decided we'll just live with it. So I assume we can get the bodies out without too much trouble, and the rest of the vehicle is fine. Okay.
Yes. Just as a fun little side note, this thing can go 85 kilometers an hour.
Yep.
Jesus.
on an open road and 7 kilometers an hour in water.
Wow.
It's amphibious.
Now, actually, I do have one important question.
I might have an important answer or a not so important answer.
There's been a couple different models of engine that have been in this vehicle. Is this the once we get the deck cleared and I can see the engine?
Yes.
One, has the thing been converted to
Ethanol?
F?
Yes, it has.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about whether it has the older multi-fuel engine or the diesel, which we couldn't actually use.
No, it has definitely been converted to ethanol.
Oh, good. That makes life easier.
Yes. The biggest change in the stats for the game would be its fuel consumption, which will be 4 times the fuel consumption of what's written there. Grant you, its fuel capacity is phenomenal for a vehicle of its type.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. That's the wrong section here. How
Well,
much?
The
does
French
it-
can do some things, right?
Oof. 700 units
Of fuel.
of
That
fuel.
has one
Good.
hell of a fuel tank.
How many units do we even have?
Not 700.
That's basically 700 liters.
Yeah. So we actually have pretty close to that. We have a little bit more than that,
Oh, really?
but it will
Wow.
take.
It would take up
everything.
everything to fill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably
What's
give
it
it a
got?
half tank or something.
No,
Yeah, I
we'll
was gonna
probably
say,
just
Or a
put
what's
some
quarter.
in there to allow it to move.
What's it got in
Ah,
it?
Yeah, what good stuff does it have?
Well, I mean, how much fuel does it have currently?
Oh, yeah.
You would actually have to be able to get this thing fired up to see if for the
Its
fuel
gauge.
gauge to register.
Yeah. Or sound the tank, and have a clue as to what that would mean, what the numbers would mean by sounding the tank.
Yeah, let's not talk about sounding. Anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll sound your tank.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Shit.
So we've got that. Okay, well, we've got a. Okay, since I've cracked the engine compartment, what
Yes.
shape is the engine compartment in?
Besides looking very cold, surprisingly, it's not in too bad of a shape.
Okay.
You might have an issue with the oil,
Mm-hmm.
and depending what the fuel is.
You know,
What the state of the fuel is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
you know, I got an
well,
important question then, because we're getting a lot of puzzle pieces, but I don't think I've assembled the puzzle. Why is this thing abandoned and dead then? Is it in like a bad position in a ditch, or because
Well-
these guys are also dead inside the vehicle, meaning they
Yes.
didn't leave to try and go anywhere.
So their uniforms are typical of the Swedish army,
Okay.
mainly the mechanized division.
Yeah.
So this is probably was a sort of lease deal between France and Sweden.
Okay.
At the beginning of the war.
All right.
This vehicle has some exterior weapon damage. So it has seen combat,
Okay.
but not enough to actually disable the vehicle.
Hmm.
Okay.
It is
I'll-
pointing westward.
So it was part of an assault. It was heading
Or
towards
part
the
of a
front.
retreat.
True. Did we
Retreat?
test
Oh,
this
pointing
thing?
west. Sorry. Yeah, pointing west. So yeah, it would have been leaving a combat zone.
Now,
Oh,
did
it
we?
ca- it-
Oh, go ahead.
we haven't done anything to it. Right now we haven't even tried to do the Well, we haven't even tried to start the jump start it yet.
Oh no,
I'm
my
going to
question
personally
was,
assume the batteries on it are bloody flat.
yeah. My question was, have we looked at a rad counter yet?
Yes, we have.
Okay,
We're not.
good.
The crew is radioactive. The vehicle is not.
So they probably took some lethal doses of rads wherever they were.
Mm-hmm. The
With your NBC specialty there, Benjamin,
yeah.
they did die of radiation poisoning.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and that's basically to a large extent. That's why I did that roll, that tech
Yes.
roll for the. I think it's NBC. I don't actually want to come out. It was radiation damage. I don't want to actually come out and give the GM clue that I'm actually looking for radiation damage before I have a roll saying I may or may not have found something.
Right.
I think the GM figured out what I was looking for, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have. Okay. So, I guess the first thing to do is
So the Marines have gotten more of the snow down
yeah.
away from around it,
Mm-hmm.
and you
How about
just
the
hear
tires?
the sergeant give out a
Okay.
man.
I look over to where the sergeant is looking on, because I guess I'm still on the upper. I'm
Yeah, Adam's
in and out of the
Adam's-
upper deck. So, what do I see?
This is out of the Stockholm Regiment.
yeah.
Actually, the guys who were trying to retreat when the nuke went off.
Mm.
The first
Which-
one.
Oh, first nuke. Ooh.
Yeah, everybody thought that whole regiment was vaporized. I guess these guys got out a bit.
Didn't help him enough.
Yeah.
Maybe
Nope,
helped us.
that's a good 3 years ago.
Let's see.
Explains the condition of the bodies.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of shape it is as we get further down here. So,
Is there dried frozen vomit on the floor? Seems like the kind of thing
No.
that probably would have happened. Ah,
let's
dang.
see here. Okay. Once we got the bodies out,
Yes.
I'm going to look around the inside, and I'm going to hope they've got one handy. Do they actually have an ops manual?
Takes you a little bit, but you do actually find the ops manual.
Okay.
There's 2 versions, one in Swedish, one in French.
Okay, then. I guess I'm going through the French one.
What's your intelligence at?
Rank A.
Okay, so you definitely are truly bilingual.
Okay. Thank God for small favors. Okay, so who's got Swedish? And here,
Yo.
start reading.
All right. Gladly.
Okay, so I'm first going to look at the for the section of the manual that is I didn't get put away properly. What to do first, because it's usually in the back section somewhere.
Yeah. I like the idea that Adam and Benjamin probably have a bit of a back and forth of Adam knowing that he needs to be serious enough to help them get this going, but also being a little bit of a shit as well. Probably by the end of it, you'll both be frustrated, but that's just kind of what Adam does.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
he'll read it and you'll get what you need.
Well,
At the end of
I'm reading the French one.
it.
So we have 2 manuals. Might as well have 2 people reading them.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Richard's outside just bullshitting
Okay.
with the Marines.
So, I'm assuming
I'm tossing bodies.
the yeah, I'm basically looking for the start of an adverse conditions, no battery checklist. Manuals like this have checklists, lots of checklists,
Oh yeah.
which is why I wanted this manual. Okay, do I have said checklist?
Yes.
Good. Okay. I will start going through the checklist, making sure that it actually makes sense. And
It's, surprising as you're going through this checklist.
Mhm.
There's a hand crank on this thing,
okay.
strictly for the battery.
Nice.
Like the old style hand crank radios.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There's something like that on there to put a bit of a charge back into the battery.
okay.
Adam
Sergeant.
will look at that and he'll go, "Who's got more practice with their dominant arm?" Ah,
Sergeant,
shit. No, that one's
I got a
me.
crank that needs running.
Ryan, does that mean that this is also a maintenanceable battery that you can add
Yes.
water to? Perfect.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Perfect.
Okay. So, I get far enough down the checklist that we're to the point where we're actually get a Marine to start cranking, because I'm going to be continuing. There's more other things to check before actually
So
turning the switches.
he's going for about a good 10 minutes on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of hear it like doing the click, 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 click.
Mm-hmm. As things are starting to pick up.
You actually see the battery light come on.
Nice.
Green.
Okay. So we have charge. I guess that means the next thing to do is to hit the engine start button. Well, I'm guessing the next item on the checklist is engine start. Or where
Okay,
I
before
am
we
going
do
through the
that-
checklist and
Hold on.
It's gonna make noise when you start it up, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
So
we did-
I need to keep an eye out on the surrounding area when you press start.
well, yeah. So okay.
So you're going through the checklist before start engine.
Yeah.
There is, there's the button to actually relay power to where it's needed, like battery
Yeah.
power.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm following the checklist because
Yeah. The
I'm not that
minute
familiar
you
with this.
hit that,
Okay. Pop.
fuel gauge comes alive, like the oil gauge, like all the gauges that what you
Mhm.
would need to know, can I fire this engine up?
Yeah.
Fuel's at half a tank.
Okay.
The
Notational.
oil
Mm-hmm.
has two type gauges to it. One, the tank's full.
Okay.
Two, the tank's really cold.
Mm.
So that could be the equivalent of tar in there.
Okay. Do we have a I'm assuming there's a dipstick for the oil.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you got to get to it, and it's on the engine deck.
yeah.
Adam
Well,
will make some witty comment
I'm
about,
pretty
well,
sure we
my
have
penis
the
is pretty
engine
long.
deck open because I saw the engine. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. So let's go just check the oil. Do an oil check. Do the thunk, pull it up.
Oh, it's tar. You had some trouble pulling it out because sort of that
Okay.
tarry resistance.
Yeah.
But then eventually it does come out. And it's like, oh,
Now,
that's been sitting there for a while and it's cold.
okay. So let me. I guess I'll take my glove off, and I'm gonna just put my hand on the thing and hold it for a moment and see is it just cold that's the problem with it, or is it now bad oil?
It's the cold.
Okay.
If this is as old as the sergeant thinks it is,
Mm-hmm.
this thing froze at the height of Sweden's nuclear winter.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are like 3 years past that. This thing got in when temperatures dropped 30 degrees,
Ooh.
like over the course of a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Um,
it's because it's very cold oil.
Okay.
You can tell by playing with it in your fingers as it warms up.
Mm-hmm.
It's still viable oil for the engine.
Okay.
It needs to warm up.
Okay then. Well, I guess we're going to do the very popular dig to the bottom of the engine compartment, like so that we have a space under the vehicle at the rear.
Mhm.
And the simplest way to get hot oil, let's put a small fire under it. Small fire.
Oh, and the sergeant completely understands what you're doing. It's like you're trying to warm the engine up.
Yeah. After all, these old engines don't like starting when they're bloody cold, and they're in good condition.
Well,
Never
they're not built
mind.
with block heaters, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what troops are for.
Yeah.
And basically doing what I'm doing right now.
LJ, can I get a recon roll from you?
Do I get the plus? No, the combat engineering thing. No.
No.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, not a push.
One of
so
each.
It's not a push. The one doesn't actually count. Thank God.
Yes. You notice something to the east, just inside the tree line.
Okay. Do I look down the scope to see if I can get a better look at it first?
You see something glinting within one of the bushes. Definitely has a metallic glint to it.
Okay. So, whoever I'm closest to, I'm gonna lean over and be like, "We might have another sniper on the edge of the woods."
Closest person right now would actually be Benjamin.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah.
I guess my response at this point would be would I then do a recon roll to see, because I'm going to, first things first, I'm going to look towards where he looked.
Yes, you can do a recon roll.
Okay. I'm assuming also without the combat engineer bonus. Okay. Hey, I got success too. With my rolls, that's actually something. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a glint of metal,
Not glass.
not glass.
Okay. Yeah. If it was a glint of glass, then it'd be sniper. Let me see here.
Could also be the glint of a barrel.
Yeah. Why don't you get? Because I'm assuming I'm right in the middle of doing all the checks on the engine and for warming it up, and I'm kind of busy dealing with this vehicle. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just saying don't start it yet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to.
So Yeah, yeah, and just so why don't you grab a couple of the other guys and take a look?
Okay. I hop down
I
and be
see what
like,
you got, but I don't have any. I don't really have much clue as to what it is either.
Richard's still there, bullshitting with the Marines. So, can I find him or can't I find him?
hey, Richard,
Hmm.
you know, you found a bear earlier? I found a medal hanging out in the woods.
You found a medal? Really?
Well, it's a piece of metal. I bet you it's a sniper dude waiting for us to start this up so he can come take it.
Oh, I thought you meant like a medal, like an Olympic medal or some shit.
Hmm.
All right.
Not only do you see the glint of metal, you realize that is a gun barrel.
Beautiful. Moving?
No, but you're quite sure it's aiming at someone.
Gotcha. He goes, hey, puts his arm around LJ, turns him to where, turns him sideways to where their mouths can't be read from the direction. I need you to get everyone on the backside of the tank now.
Or I could just shoot the guy.
Just you can set up and shoot the guy after we get everybody safe. Don't look. Don't nope. Don't look. Just talk to me. We're having a normal conversation. We're keeping our mouths away from the lens because we're just gonna act nonchalant about this. Let's get everybody safe first. We can always let that sniper go. But okay, great. And
Okay, we need everybody to the back. Start clearing out the snow from behind it, please. Back over here.
Which direction is it in from the?
just the
Er,
opposite. Yeah.
The opposite side. Be like, hey, we need you guys to clear the snow over here. So
Yeah.
everybody come over here. You too, Sergeant.
Yeah, Adam is probably gonna hop out, light a cigarette, and just casually stand like just right before the before he's in a sight line. And I'm assuming because he was in the tank, probably right next to Benjamin, he probably caught that there's some problems going on, right?
Okay, I'm gonna grab the cigarette and throw it on the ground and put it out.
Oh.
Adam probably looks and goes, "We're acting like we're normal, aren't we?" And he's gonna like go down, pick up the cigarette, dust it off best he can, and stick it in his pocket. And then he's gonna sit down behind one of the tires.
All right.
Whereabouts is from the tank? Like, with the front of it, of course, being 12. What angle is the?
Okay, you're looking. If you were looking down the barrel,
Mhm.
just if 12 o'clock was down the barrel, they're sitting at 11.
Okay. So just off the front.
So,
Okay.
Yes.
So with me being at the back of the tank where I was working on doing the fire, I am
Mhm.
where I am mostly out of the line of sight of this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, once everybody's there, then I'll light up my shot and shoot him.
And before we even get to that point,
Hmm?
gonna call it here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you. Because I don't want
Because
to try to run to combat.
I have a tentative map, but I actually want to make the proper map.
Proper map for that one.
hey,
Okay.
you know what's even better, guys? I still have another recon roll to roll a percentile dice for.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have two.
I have
You
two
rolled
more.
you rolled three
Jesus.
threes.
Okay. Well,
I'll just put that in the notes for next time.
Yes.
As well as one other thing, what I was gonna do is I was gonna scavenge for any herbs that are about to go out of season. So can I put that in some notes to put a pin on that?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Sick.
Okay.
And with that, we'll be entering in combat next session.
Yay.
Man, it's just like me to get us all into trouble.
You found something really good, but you think I'm just going to let you have it?
That's fair. Well, too bad they're too far away to talk to. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
hey Adam, you want to try and talk to these folk?
No, I'm not trying to talk to anybody if LJ's around.
Okay, that's fair.
That is fair. Oh, yeah, and I need to get this front page update a little bit with someone's correct name. And with that, we're going to start with Mira.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mira, also known as Mira Shades Gaming, and today you caught me playing Adam McCarthy, someone who's rolling his own cigarettes and may or may not have an entire idea for a whole trade economy to lead up. So that's fun. You can also catch me on Mondays where I am playing Clan Nasaravi, the bug squasher. You can catch me on Thursdays where I run New Amsterdam, and you can catch me on Fridays for Myrtle War, and on Sundays, like next Sunday, to be Madame Yenvrath in Gloomhaven. Gloomfall, right? Not
Yeah,
Gloomhaven.
Gloomfall.
Sorry, I'm very tired today. You can also catch me if you want me, yes, me to run your games. Go ahead and give me a shout at at mirrorshadesgm@gmail.com. Call me or text me at 620-218-9949, or just go ahead and send me a message on Instagram at mirrorshades_gaming, and that is me.
Cyrus.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me causing problems. And by causing problems, I mean trying to be helpful, and, well, we did the helpful part. Now we're just being the problem. You can also catch me, let's see, Wednesday, running over the horizon, where, shit's about to pop off. You should tune in for that. Or, you should also, actually, definitely, if you had to choose one, tune in for Thursday, where things are really about to pop off. So yeah, that's me.
No, pick Wednesday. I love Gunner's game.
Yeah, but if I had to choose a favorite, I would choose Thursdays because of Lucky.
That's
And then
fair.
of course,
Yeah,
tune in.
I would be picking Thursday too.
Well, I would pick. All right,
I don't know.
Y'all are making me blush.
Friday, I don't know.
Huh.
Last Friday was good though.
I've
Last-
heard. I've heard some really good things about Immortal War coming out as of
It's really good. Yeah,
was
I've been
awesome.
digging it.
And you know what? This game has its own perks too. It's laid back. The storyline is basically the trouble we get into, and I like that. So that's me.
Okay. Psychopathic.
Okay, I'm Scott, and I play LJ. So he was just being helpful this time, unlike last time. Yeah, he's being helpful. Okay.
Good admitting. First step.
Yeah. All right. What else am I in? Okay, so next Sunday I'll be in Gloomfall, and I'm creating a bunch of followers to work in mines because they're gonna worship him. You will worship him. Anyways, then on Monday the Shardverse, I play a dude, and I don't remember, but I'm really good at healing, and we're really good at working as a team in this mech thing. So, yeah. And then Thursday, I'm in New Amsterdam, and I'm kind of making a friend out of the guy that has to follow me around. Maybe, I don't know. I still can't go to work. I can go to one job. I can't go to the other one because they said I can't go. But whatever. And then I think that's it. That sounds weird. Oh, I forgot Tuesdays. I'm gonna be in Tuesday in the little GURPS thing, and that'll be fun. Trying to figure out a non-combat way of getting through things, unlike LJ. And that's it.
Okay. Lordship.
Hi, I'm Lord Chevrolet. Today I was playing Benjamin, the guy trying to get the bows ready for us. And now, trying to figure out how to get a tank working that hasn't been running in 3 years. This will be fun. Oh, and not get perforated by the sniper that's looking at us. Yay! I'm only found here on After the Bomb at this point. You may find me at other places on this channel at other times, but not so far. Take care.
And that brings it back to me. I'm Brian. I'm the Game Master tonight, and I have brought you After the Bomb. Also, you can find me on Thursdays playing in New Amsterdam, where I just had some fun taking out a whole bunch of posers. Probably something to do with a 14mm submachine gun that really can crank out some firepower. But besides that, we also found some interesting stuff. Yes, the story plot thickens. So you definitely want to come in and see that. You can also find me on Sundays, next Sunday, where I run Gloomfall, a D&D 3.5 story set well within the Underdark. And they have just had a bunch of people. And we're going to loosely call them people because, well, they're not human, but they're people that decide they want to come and work for them. There's nothing suspicious about that. No. Nothing.
All shall receive what they ask for in the end, I suppose.
More than likely. And then starting, I pray to God, life does not throw me any more boomerangs or whatever. This Tuesday, A World of Exploration, a GURPS story. We will be starting it. We also will be starting at 8 o'clock to help accommodate certain people's schedules. So yes, it's an earlier start, but come on out. That should be interesting. They got a whole basic continent to explore that's been hidden away for the last 1,000 years. So Lord knows what's out there. And that's it for me. And let's get an RAP armored car crew.
R.I.P. Armored Car Crew.